exactly what they did. The reason that they made a big issue and took Senator Kerry's comments out of context was to hide the fact, and they didn't want the press to know what happened in Sadr City, because they didn't want their so-called conservative base to understand that they don't really support the troops. So I just want all of you to know that there's a lot of veterans out there, because I got called back to active duty in May of 2005. I saw these soldiers who came back from the Middle East and who said, Sarge, you know what? There's people out there that are exploiting our position and our involvement in the Middle East. For example, Kellogg, Brown, and Root. Kellogg, Brown, and Root, they took, and they talked about illegal aliens. They imported people from India, and they imported people from Pakistan to serve our soldiers these little dehydrated patties. Now, you ask yourself this question: is that where your billions of dollars in taxpayer money is going? To support the troops? To bring in people from India and Pakistan to serve our soldiers dehydrated patties? Can you imagine going through the chow line and saying, hey, buddy, I want my eggs over easy? Do you really think he understands that? Is that what we're there for? I mean, are we there to protect democracy or to protect somebody's financial investments? Think about it, ladies and gentlemen. Think about it. Thank you.
This is my whole point. I may have a father who served in World War II, a grandfather that served in World War I. I have a nephew who's serving now, cousin who's serving now, brothers who have served in Vietnam. I've heard so many things, but I still don't have the voice that you have. And it's all I can do is make an avenue for your voice to be heard. And that's why it's so important for you to be empowered to speak, because it's so much more powerful than just coming from me. And I really appreciate you, Jose, and I really appreciate all of you very much. I know there's not a pressing story, but I'm going to hear as many stories as I can. I would like to introduce John Dunn. And why John Dunn? I'm sorry.